Hello, everyone. So, you see the term skill ceiling and floor thrown about occasionally, mostly when talking about which heroes are easy or hard. Well, as I discussed last week, knowing how skill curves work is crucial to learning the game of Overwatch or anything really. So, let's draw some more pictures, I guess. This is what you would intuitively think a graph would look like when you put skill against effectiveness with a particular hero. The more skilled you are, the more effective you play. Makes sense. Don't mistake this with the graph we saw last week that was skill versus time. All right, so we have the graph, or whatever. It's about right, but this doesn't go on forever, of course. At some point, no matter how good you are, there is a point where the game is totally solved. This is a problem with games like checkers or like tic-tac-toe. Checkers has been mathematically solved, and there's a series of perfectly optimal moves that will always result in a draw if both players play technically perfectly. Now, in the case of an incredibly complex game like Overwatch, this ceiling is basically non-existent. That's what we can call a hard ceiling. However, that's not what people normally care about. Most people are referring to the soft ceiling, which is the point where a player is skilled enough that there are no skills left that can be significantly improved upon or learned, and all it comes down to are just little micro improvements and meta knowledge, really. Some heroes have higher skill ceilings than others. A hero who has less mechanics naturally has a lower skill ceiling. Take Mercy, for example, a hero whose effectiveness is based almost entirely on game knowledge. There's no aim or any special physical requirements that need to be practiced necessarily. Because of this, Mercy's skill ceiling is relatively low. A player can master, in quotation marks, Mercy in a shorter amount of time than many other heroes. Now, hold your angry comments, Mercy mains. I'm sorry, really. Now, let's take heroes who have lots of mechanics, including proprietary mechanics specific to them. Let's say, Genji. Genji is the most popular example. Not only do you have to aim a projectile, but you have to aim 3 of them in a row on each left click. You have wall climb, you have double jump, the dash reset, hit scan aim for deflect. So much stuff to learn. As such, Genji's skill ceiling is relatively higher. Genji is quite decisively the most difficult hero in the game when all of those things are considered. Now, let's talk about the flip side, skill floor. Here comes one of my pet peeves. Oh man, at some point, a big misunderstanding developed in the Overwatch community, and I'm sorry, it just kills me sometimes. You'll see, I'll get to it soon. So anyway, obviously certain heroes are easier to pick up than others. These are generally heroes who have automated effects or provide a lot of value by just, existing in general. Basically, assuming you have entry-level knowledge of the game, it doesn't matter how bad you are, you'll still have a certain amount of effectiveness. Of course, this is again a soft skill floor. If we went all the way down to someone who's completely AFK in spawn, that would be the hard skill floor. Basically, right there. And here is the thing that everyone gets wrong, and it is super confusing whenever I read Reddit threads and people are talking about skill floors. The easier a hero is to pick up and play, you pick him up and play him, the easier that is, the higher the skill floor. See that? Easier is higher. A floor limits how far down you can go. So a high skill floor limits how badly you can play a hero relative to your skill. And a lower skill floor limits it less. Anyway, a hero famous for having a high skill floor is Lucio. This is mostly due to the automated nature of his primary ability, Crossfade. No matter what you do on Lucio, you'll still be applying your aura to everyone. It's automatic. You don't have to do anything. Coupled with his naturally evasive hitbox, Lucio doesn't have to do very much to apply Crossfade to his team and stay relatively survivable. A high skill floor doesn't mean a low skill ceiling, though. I know it's getting kind of confusing at this point, high, low, whatever. Lucio has several special mechanics, including his strange projectile weapon, boom, 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 I hate that thing, wall riding, and unique moving momentum to learn with his skates, So why is it important to know this? Am I just wasting everyone's time here? I try not to do that. So it's important to be kind of roughly aware of your hero's skill floor and ceiling because, in a lot of ways, heroes with high skill floors, like Lucio, are easy to pick up, but difficult to improve with after that. Heroes with low skill floors, like Widowmaker, are difficult to pick up, and your team's going to yell at you a lot, but easy to improve with. The reason for this is that a hero like Widowmaker makes your mistakes brutally obvious. If you play badly, you're totally useless. There's no sugarcoating it. This makes improving very easy because your mistakes are slapped right in your face, and it's generally very clear when you play badly. A hero like Lucio, however, has this long period of time where you aren't really improving a lot because of how long his kit, just by itself, can sort of carry you up, because a lot of your value is just automatic and it's independent of your skill. You never really feel like you played badly. Even if you play the worst game of Lucio in your entire life, it still won't feel that bad because you still have the aura, you still have a certain floor. So for these heroes, you have to look a bit closer, a bit outside the box at times to see what you did wrong on a hero with a high skill floor. With Widow, it's easy, right? Oh, I missed the shot. Have to hit the shot next time. Not too cerebral there. On Reinhardt, though, it isn't like you can miss your shield or miss your left clicks. You have to think creatively and consider things like positioning, communication, teamwork, all that stuff a lot more deeply. So, that's it, guys. Where do you think the ceilings and floors lie for your main hero? Was I right about Genji and Lucio? Never forget to stay positive and have a great day. Peace out.